Hi, welcome to Christy's Sunrise. Today I'm going to show you how I make hamburger soup. Quick and easy. First I'm going to turn the burner on. I have washed my hands and my hair is put up. I have about 1.5 pounds of hamburger meat here. Drop all that in the pan. And get it browned. I have this little tool right here. It kind of, when you're browning hamburger meat, it changes the texture a little. So it's pretty cool. So while that's browning, I have my ingredients. I have onions, garlic. Let me show you how I do the garlic. I buy the garlic in whole cloves. You can buy it in those little jars if you want. I'm using 2 cloves. I'm going to go ahead and cut the skin off. So I'm just cutting the ends off, and then I'm cutting the skin. Just peeling the skin of it off, or the trash can. Okay, you can either, I have a garlic press, you can use that, or you can smash it like this, and then just cut it in little pieces if you don't have a garlic press. One thing I always say, do what works best for you. I'll just do one of each so you can see how the garlic press works also. Just chop it as small as you can. You're not going to put the garlic in early. The garlic will go in after the onion has been added to the meat and sauteed. I cook the meat down a little bit first. I have carrots. These are baby carrots, and I just cut them in little chunks, so I left a few to show you. I just cut them in little chunks. I have green beans. They're canned green beans. I've already got them in a jar, and I have them cut in little pieces, a little smaller. So I have these here just so you can see that I'm just cutting them like in half. Put those back in there. I have about 1 cup of frozen corn. You can put as much or as little corn as you prefer. And I have about, my husband does not like a lot of onions. I have about 1/4 of an onion cut. Some people may prefer more. So as the meat is cooking, browning is the proper word. Just keep chopping it up. Go ahead and turn it up a little bit. I also have a can of crushed tomatoes. You can add a can of whole tomatoes. You can add fresh tomatoes. This is just what I do. I also have a bay leaf. You put 1 bay leaf in it. And I sprinkle parsley flakes in it as well. For the broth, I have 3 cups of beef broth. I make my own. I did 3 cups of water. And I have 3 of these cubes in here. The ratio for these beef cubes is 1 cup of water to 1 beef cube, which I believe is like a teaspoon. I did try the powder before, but I find probably my messy cooking, I will contaminate the powder. So I like using the cubes. To me, it's cleaner. So while this is browning, I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit of salt and pepper. You don't have to have one of these, you know that. It does change the texture a little. I have gone as far as making little hamburger patties. Like I would take the meat. I'll just show you. And make little patties like that. Then I would brown them. That's crazy, but I did it. All right, I wash my hands in between everything. So the meat is browning. And after the meat is about halfway browned, I'm going to go ahead and add the onions. Even though they're going to cook while the soup or stew is cooking, you can call this hamburger stew or whatever you want. But it's a hearty meal for us. We enjoy it. Go ahead and add a little bit of salt. A little bit of pepper to taste. Salt and pepper to taste. We like lots of pepper. I'm going to go ahead and add the onions. So the onions are browning with the meat. A lot of recipes call for like half an onion or even a whole onion, but I don't do that much because I like to keep peace in my marriage. So let me get this browned real quick. You can cut the onion smaller if you want. He'll eat these because they'll be cooked down. They'll be translucent. Okay, so right now we're going to just let that cook a little bit. There's an onion that got away. I wash my hands frequently when I'm cooking. Kind of a fetish, I guess I have. Okay, and the beef cubes, I did 3 cups of water, 3 cups of beef cubes. They're kind of dissolved, and then I could just put this in there and smash them a little bit. I put it in the microwave for about 3 minutes. So that's the beef broth. Once you have everything laid out, it goes pretty easy. Pretty quick. It only has to simmer for about an hour to be done. Really, you're just waiting for the potatoes and carrots to get done. I was going to show you. So this is 3 potatoes, about this size. They're not real big. And then I just cut them like this, just so you can get an idea of the size. But of course, you could do them whatever size works best for you. There's no rules. There's no laws that say the potatoes have to be this big. Growing up, when I made this, the potatoes I left them in bigger chunks. I don't know why, but kind of was a little bit of a self-taught cook. I grew up with my dad and my 2 brothers. My dad raised us. So I did most of the cooking. Okay, I think this is crumbled enough, so I'm going to take this out of the picture. Let me get a spoon now. It's cooking up really, really nicely. Again, the tomatoes, not tomatoes, I'm sorry. The onions will cook down more when they're cooking in the stew, so that my husband won't mind them. Okay, so the meat's cooking, the onions are working on getting translucent. I'm going to go ahead and add my garlic. So I have some just chopped, but you see that. Just chopped in little pieces. And now I'm going to show you what the garlic press does. I also saw another garlic press that I want to get that will be easier to clean than this one. I'm going to go ahead and show you. You just put your garlic in there after the skin is off. Push that down, and voila. But it is hard to clean. And just stir that around. Oh, garlic makes everything smell so good. Okay. And stir this around. Now, if you like your soup or stew a little thick, we usually don't, but for this video, I'm going to go ahead and show you what you need to do if you want it to be like that. Where you'll have a little, it'll be like a little thicker liquid. So I'm going to put back some of this. That's about half a cup. And I'm going to add cornstarch to it, but I'm going to show you that later and let you see what it does. Again, this is basically pretty brown. The garlic is smelling delicious. Let it cook a few more seconds here. And then basically that's all I'm going to do is add the carrots, add the potatoes. The carrots are like maybe a cup of carrots. There's 3 potatoes, medium-sized potatoes. I'm going to add a can of crushed tomatoes. I'm going to add 1 bay leaf. I'm going to add about a cup of corn, a can of green beans, drained and rinsed and drained and rinsed, or rinsed and drained, and then the beef stock. You can buy beef broth, that's what it is. You can buy it already done in a little jug from your local grocery store. This is a little less expensive. And I'm a little on the frugal side. Okay. So I'm going to add my broth. And I might need to add more. Looks like I might need to add more. I'm going to add my canned tomatoes. And like I said, I'm on the frugal, so I kind of will add some broth in there, mix it around, make sure I get everything off of the bottom of the can. I'm going to add the corn. I'm going to add the green beans. I'm going to add the carrots. And I'm going to add the potatoes. As you can tell, the ratio from the meat to the carrots, we're meat and potato people. So, everything's in here. Almost. Looks delicious. I'm going to add, wash my hands. You can add 1 or 2 bay leaves. I'm going to add 2. I add a little bit of parsley flakes. As my husband says, alfalfa. You can also add basil. I'm not going to dig in here for my basil right now, but I am going to add a little basil. Basil is good too. And I am going to mix up 1 more cup of beef broth. I put in there a little more meat than I usually do. So let me get this going. It smells good now, but it's going to smell a whole lot better here shortly. Just smash it a little bit. Probably didn't even need to put it in the microwave, but I did want to get it broken up a little bit. So there's a little more water. So we have all of our ingredients, and we're going to bring it to boil, and then we're going to turn it down and let it simmer and cook it for about an hour. I'll come back when it's ready to show you how you can thicken the juices if you'd like. Okay, the stew has been cooking for about an hour. I'm going to stir it around. It looks delicious. Going to remove the bay leaves. There's one anyway. Okay, I'll find the other one soon. Okay, so we reserved a half of the liquid. This liquid is cold. To this, I'm going to add 3 tablespoons of cornstarch. Again, we don't always do this, but I wanted to show you how this will thicken this soup up, stew, whatever you want to call it. Okay. I'm going to use a whisk. Whisk it up. You're going to make it smooth. Make sure you get it smooth. Remove the lid. The other bay leaf will surface soon. Okay. So you can see the consistency of the juice right now. It's pretty runny. You do want to check the taters, which I already had, but I will show you they're done. And carrots usually take a little longer, but the carrots are done also. Okay, so I'm going to add this and I'm going to stir it while I'm adding it. I add it gradually. Again, this liquid in the measuring cup is cool. And it's thickening. You could see. Okay, so that's added. There's the other bay leaf. Take it out while I have it. Don't want to eat the bay leaf. Okay. So, there it is. It's a little thicker than what it was. I'll usually simmer it for about 10 more minutes just because. And then we're going to eat it. So I'll pour some in a bowl so you can see how delicious it looks. And there you have it. Hope you enjoy it. It's kind of hot.